Beloved chosen one, hear these words as though they are written directly upon the tablets of your heart, because this message was destined for you in this very moment. Your name is not hidden in the shadows of obscurity, nor is it forgotten in the silence of your waiting. Your name is rising. Heaven has spoken your name, and when heaven speaks, the earth cannot remain the same. There is a stirring around you, even if you cannot see it fully. Whispers in the unseen realm are declaring favor has found them. Glory rests upon them. The time has shifted. You may have wondered, why me? Why do I feel so different from others around me? Why has the path I walked been so narrow, so heavy, so misunderstood? And the Spirit of God answers it is because you were marked, set apart, and chosen. There has always been a seal upon you that no enemy could erase. You were not meant to fit the patterns of the crowd because you were sculpted to carry a mantle the crowd could not bear. The rejection, the trials, the sleepless nights, the tears you thought were wasted, they were not in vain. They were the chisels shaping you into the vessel you were always meant to become. And now in this season, God commands favor over you. Not a trickle, not a fleeting glimpse, but a wave of divine favor that will not be denied. Where doors were locked, they will open. Where your name was overlooked, it will be spoken in rooms you have never entered. Where you once stood in silence, your voice will now echo with authority. You may not yet grasp the magnitude of what is unfolding, but this message is the confirmation your spirit has been crying for. You are not forgotten. You are being revealed. Stay with me until the end, for what will be unveiled is not only the reason you had to endure so much, but also the signposts that will confirm what is already happening. You will understand why heaven chose this exact moment to elevate your name. You will learn the meaning of the favor that has been commanded over you, and you will discover the hidden strength God has been cultivating within you. Chosen one. You are standing at the threshold of recognition, not for your own glory, but because God has declared it so. The favor of the Lord is not requested, it is commanded. And when God commands creation, itself bends to obey. Chosen one, listen closely, for what I am about to declare is not born of mere human thought. This message carries the fragrance of heaven. It is not coincidence that you found this word in this exact moment of your journey. It is divine orchestration. When the Eternal speaks, the echo travels beyond time and space until it reaches the heart for which it was designed. And today, that heart is yours. The Spirit of the living God has whispered your name into the chambers of eternity. You were inscribed long before the foundations of the earth were laid. Your life is not a random collection of events, but a carefully written scroll that God Himself authored. Every chapter of your story, both the bright days and the dark nights, was permitted for a greater unfolding. And now, heaven turns a page. The new chapter begins with these words: Your name is rising. This is not simply a statement of encouragement, it is a divine decree. When God commands, creation aligns. When He speaks favor over you, no power can withhold it. Every spiritual realm takes notice, every adversary trembles, and every angel stands at attention to carry out His will. The message you are hearing right now is a summons, a prophetic invitation to see yourself the way heaven sees you. Perhaps you have felt overlooked, forgotten, or pressed down by the weight of battles. Perhaps you have wrestled with doubt, asking, Lord, when will my time come? Heaven's answer is now rising within you. Your name has been called before the courts of heaven, and the Father has commanded favor to rest upon you. It is not delayed, nor is it uncertain. It is written, and what is written cannot be erased. Understand this: God never announces a word without intention. His word is not idle, nor does it return void. Every syllable released from His throne carries purpose, weight, and power. The reason you are receiving this prophetic message now is because the season has shifted. You have endured the midnight hour. Now dawn approaches. What once seemed locked is now unlocking. What once felt impossible is now becoming inevitable. I tell you this with urgency. What is about to unfold is not something you could have engineered with your own strength. It is not the product of your connections, your striving, or your strategies. No, this is the fingerprint of God marking you for a divine unveiling. The favor you are stepping into is not man-made. It is commanded from on high. And this is why you must listen intently and hold this word close. For in the moments ahead, the Spirit will not only reveal the prophecy itself, but also its meaning, its signs, its hidden challenges, and the instructions that will secure your path. You are not just hearing encouragement. You are stepping into divine alignment. The God who called you before birth is the same God commanding favor over you now. Chosen one. This is your confirmation you are not behind. You are not late. You are precisely where you need to be for heaven's timing to intersect with your life. And as this message continues to unfold, you will see why the delays were necessary, why the struggles shaped you, and why this is the moment your name must rise. Chosen one. It is time to open the scroll. It is time to hear what has been hidden, sealed, until this appointed hour. The heavens declare over you, your name is rising. No longer confined to obscurity, no longer silenced by rejection, no longer buried beneath misunderstanding. Your name is being lifted by the breath of God Himself. This is not merely about recognition before men. This is about divine positioning. Imagine the morning sun piercing through the horizon after a long night. Slowly, steadily, its light cannot be denied. It stretches across the land, announcing a new day. So too is your name rising, announced not by human effort, but by the command of the Almighty. The prophecy is this: God is commanding favor over you. Where once doors resisted you, they will now yield. Where once your words seemed unheard, they will now carry weight. Where once your steps felt hindered, they will now find acceleration. Heaven has released a decree that cannot be revoked, and you, beloved, are the vessel of its fulfillment. Do not mistake this rising for mere popularity or fleeting applause. No, this is deeper. This is the kind of elevation that shifts not just your life, but the lives connected to your assignment. Your rising is tied to kingdom purpose. You are being unveiled so that light can reach the places still bound by shadow. You are being recognized not so men may praise you, but so the glory of God may be revealed through you. This is the unveiling. You are stepping into a season where favor will locate you in unexpected ways. Opportunities will find you. Your name will be spoken in circles where your feet have not yet walked. There will be moments where others will wonder, how did they get here so suddenly? But heaven knows it was commanded. Some of you will see this manifest in professional realms, jobs, promotions, or open doors that seemed sealed shut for years. Others will witness it in relational spheres, restored connections, divine partnerships, reconciliations that carry destiny. Still others will encounter it in spiritual dimensions, new mantles, fresh anointings, clarity of calling, and doors into deeper realms of God's presence. Chosen one. Hear this carefully. The rising of your name is not to be confused with striving. This is not about you forcing doors, exhausting yourself to be seen, or battling to prove your worth. No. God Himself is calling your name into recognition. The Father is amplifying your presence because He has already tested your heart in the secret place. He has seen your obedience when no one else was watching. He has witnessed the tears you sowed in hidden soil. And now the harvest must appear. The prophecy unfolds with urgency. The season of delay is breaking. The years the locusts devoured are being restored. The setbacks that once mocked your faith are being overturned. What felt like endless waiting is now shifting into divine acceleration. Even as you listen, something inside you knows this is true. You can feel the stirring, the resonance in your spirit. But let me tell you, the rising of your name will not come without wonder. There will be those who do not understand it. Some may even resist it. They will say, "Why them? How could it be?" Yet their questions will only magnify God's glory, for His favor cannot be explained by human logic. What He is about to do in your life will carry the fingerprints of heaven so clearly that none will be able to deny it. Chosen one. The unveiling is this: your story is shifting. Your chapter is turning, your season is birthing. The heavens are announcing you because the earth requires what you carry. You have been hidden for a reason, but you will not be hidden forever. Like a lamp set upon a stand, your light must now shine. Hold this prophecy close. Let it rest in your spirit. For what God has commanded cannot be revoked. Your name is rising, and favor has been assigned to follow it. Chosen one prophecy is never given in isolation. Every word from heaven carries a depth that reaches beyond the surface. It is not only about what will happen, it is about why it must happen, how it fits into God's eternal design, and what it means for your destiny. To understand the rising of your name, you must step into the deeper waters of spiritual revelation. Picture your journey as a great voyage across an ocean. For years you have sailed through storms, winds, and waves that threaten to capsize your vessel. The storms were not meant to destroy you, but to strengthen your anchor. Every wave that rose against you tested your foundation. Every gust of wind revealed what could be shaken and what would remain unshaken. And now, after weathering countless trials, you emerge into a season where the seas begin to calm. The storm was never the end. It was the preparation for the unveiling of your purpose. God uses storms not as punishments, but as refining fires disguised in water. The storm exposes what is weak and strengthens what is rooted. Had you not endured the storm, the rising of your name would crush you. But because you have endured, because you did not abandon the vessel of faith, you are now prepared to carry the weight of recognition. This prophecy is also a matter of timing. Divine timing operates like the seasons. Just as the earth shifts from winter to spring, so too do our lives move through ordained transitions. Winter may feel barren, silent, and endless, but beneath the frozen ground, roots are strengthening, unseen life is preparing. And when spring arrives, what was hidden bursts forth with undeniable growth. Your winter was necessary, chosen one. The seeming silence was not absence, but preparation. Now spring has come, and your name is rising like blossoms after the frost. The rising of your name carries symbolic weight. In Scripture, names are never mere labels. They carry essence, identity, and destiny. When God declares that your name is rising, He is declaring that your identity, your purpose, and your calling are being elevated. This is not just about others knowing who you are. It is about heaven announcing what you carry. Your rising is not about reputation, but revelation. Think of Joseph in the pit, falsely accused, forgotten in prison. His name seemed buried in shame, yet in the fullness of time, Pharaoh summoned him, and in a single day Joseph's name rose from obscurity to prominence. Not because of man's favor, but because heaven decreed it. So too with you, the pits you endured, the prisons you suffered, were all chapters in a divine story that ends in elevation. The spiritual meaning behind the commanded favor is this: God is positioning you as a vessel of light. Light does not argue with darkness, it simply shines, and darkness must retreat. The rising of your name is the rising of light in territories still bound by shadow. You are being elevated not for vanity, but for visibility. You carry something the world needs to see. And yet this rising is not without transformation. Favor is not just an external blessing. It is an internal shift. It reshapes how you see yourself. It demands that you let go of smallness, of the lies whispered by past pain, of the limitations imposed by others. To rise in name is to rise in identity. It is to walk boldly in the truth of who God says you are, even when your history tries to argue otherwise. Chosen one. The depth of this prophecy is that favor does not simply change circumstances, it changes you. It teaches you to carry authority without arrogance, to walk in visibility, without vanity, to hold blessing, without forgetting the giver. God commands favor not so you may boast in yourself, but so you may boast in Him. Every door that opens, every opportunity that comes, every place your name is carried, remember this: it is all for the glory of God. You are being elevated as a living testimony, a reminder that obedience, endurance, and faith never go unnoticed by heaven. Your rising is proof that God rewards those who remain steadfast in the unseen. So when you hear the words, "Your name is rising," God commands favor over you. Understand it as more than encouragement. See it as a divine summons into identity, timing, and purpose. The storms refined you, the seasons prepared you, and now, like the dawn breaking across the sky, you are stepping into the unveiling of who you truly are. Chosen one, you are the light that cannot remain hidden, and this is why your name must rise. Chosen one. When heaven speaks, the earth testifies. God does not release a word into your life without leaving confirmations along the path. These signs, both subtle and undeniable, are like gentle whispers reminding you, yes, this word is yours. Yes, the rising has begun. Pay attention, for the Spirit often reveals through patterns, encounters, and shifts that may seem ordinary, but are deeply divine. Here are signs you may already be experiencing. 1. Unusual favor in small matters. Perhaps you have noticed little doors opening, an unexpected opportunity. A kind word from someone of influence, a breakthrough in an area that seems stagnant. These are not coincidences. They are the early drops of rain before the flood. When favor is commanded, it often begins in small measures, signaling that greater outpourings are near. 2. A stirring in your spirit. Deep within you may feel a holy restlessness. Something inside whispers that change is coming, though you cannot yet define it. You sense a shift in the atmosphere around you, dreams, visions, or sudden inner knowing that your season is turning. This inner stirring is the Spirit aligning your heart to heaven's timetable. 3. Recognition from unexpected sources. Your name may be mentioned in places you did not expect. People may bring opportunities, invitations, or acknowledgement without you seeking them. The same voices that once ignored you may suddenly inquire of you. This is a clear sign your name is being carried where your feet have not yet stepped. 4. Opposition rising, just before breakthrough. Paradoxically, when your name begins to rise, resistance sometimes increases. You may notice sudden criticism, spiritual warfare, or people misunderstanding you. Do not be alarmed. This is confirmation that the enemy perceives your elevation. Darkness stirs most violently when light is about to shine. Take courage, for this opposition is not a sign of failure, but of impending breakthrough. 5. Acceleration in divine connections. Another sign is the sudden appearance of kingdom-aligned people in your life. Divine helpers, mentors, or friends may cross your path with perfect timing. These are not random encounters. They are sent to align you with your next level. When God commands favor, He also commands alignment. 6. A renewed boldness rising within you. You may feel a new courage emerging, even if circumstances haven't fully changed. Where you once felt timid, you now feel stirred to speak, to step forward, to embrace opportunities. This boldness is a fruit of the Spirit, preparing you to carry the rising of your name. Chosen one, do you see? These signs are not distant promises, they are present realities. If you recognize even one of these, take heart, the prophecy is already unfolding. You are not waiting for favor to come. It has already been commanded, and you are seeing its footprints in your daily life. Do not dismiss the small confirmations. The mustard seed may look insignificant, but it holds a forest within. Likewise, the small signs around you are proof of the greater unveiling that lies ahead. Heaven is speaking, earth is responding, and your spirit is bearing witness. Chosen one, your name is indeed rising. The signs confirm it. Chosen one, before the fullness of prophecy manifests, there are often hidden challenges, obstacles designed not to destroy you, but to test and refine you. When God commands favor, the enemy attempts to sow discouragement. When heaven declares your name is rising, resistance often tries to push you down. Yet these challenges are not punishments. They are divine tests that reveal the strength of what has been planted in you. 1. The test of patience. Perhaps the greatest challenge you will face is the waiting. Even after the word is spoken, there may be a period where nothing seems to change. This waiting is not a denial, but a furnace refining your endurance. Just as gold is purified by fire, so too is your faith perfected in seasons of delay. Do not confuse silence with absence. God is working in ways you cannot yet see. 2. The test of identity. As your name rises, voices may attempt to label you falsely. Some will doubt your worthiness, others will misinterpret your heart. The challenge is this: will you believe the whispers of men or the declaration of God? Your identity is not rooted in approval or applause. It is rooted in the one who chose you before the foundations of the earth. 3. The test of humility. Elevation often tempts pride. When doors open and recognition comes, the enemy will try to shift your gaze from the giver to the gift. The hidden challenge is to remain grounded, to remember that the favor commanded over you is not earned but entrusted. Humility is the anchor that will keep your rising secure. 4. The test of opposition. As light increases, so does resistance. Expect misunderstandings, envy, or even betrayal. Do not be shaken. Opposition is often the clearest evidence of breakthrough. Remember Joseph. His elevation to the palace was preceded by betrayal from his brothers and false accusation. Yet none of it could cancel the prophecy. Neither can any resistance cancel yours. 5. The test of discernment. As your influence grows, so will the opportunities before you. Not every open door is divine. Some are distractions clothed as blessings. The hidden challenge is to discern which doors carry God's assignment and which ones are traps. Discernment is your shield in this season. Seek the Spirit before stepping forward. Chosen one. These challenges are not signs of failure, but confirmations of calling. God allows them so that your character may be strengthened to match your elevation. A tree that grows tall must have deep roots. Without resistance, it would topple. In the same way, the hidden struggles you face now are anchoring you for the weight of glory that is coming. Do not despise these challenges. Welcome them as proof that you are on the path of prophecy. Each struggle is a stepping stone, each test a preparation. When the enemy presses, press deeper into God. When discouragement whispers, declare the prophecy louder. When resistance rises, know that breakthrough is nearer than ever. Chosen one. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. The rising of your name is too great to be placed on an untested foundation. The hidden challenges are shaping you into the vessel that can carry the commanded favor without breaking under its weight. Stand firm. Endure with faith. For after you have passed these tests, the unveiling will come swiftly and your name will rise unhindered. Chosen one. When God commands favor over your life, He also provides divine instructions to prepare and protect you. Favor without guidance can be mishandled. Elevation without wisdom can collapse under its own weight. That is why this prophecy does not come to you empty. It arrives with sacred steps that will secure your rising. These instructions are not burdens, they are invitations. Each one positions you for greater alignment with heaven's will. As you walk in them, you will find strength, clarity, and acceleration. Hear them carefully, for they are both a shield and a compass. One, guard your heart. As your name begins to rise, many voices will surround you. Some to celebrate, some to question, some to deceive. Do not allow flattery or criticism to control your heart. Anchor yourself in God's voice above all others. Proverbs declares, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." To rise in name, you must remain rooted in truth. 2. Cultivate intimacy with God. Daily. Do not let favor distract you from the favor giver. Set aside intentional time each day for prayer worship and listening to the Spirit. The higher you rise, the more vital your connection becomes. Like Moses, who would not move without God's presence, make intimacy your highest priority. Without it, favor becomes fragile. With it, favor becomes unstoppable. Three, walk in humility. Remember, you were chosen not because of perfection, but because of surrender. Stay low before the Lord. Let every achievement point back to Him. Humility is not weakness, it is strength under submission. As your name rises, let your posture remain bowed in gratitude. This humility will keep heaven's oil flowing over you. 4. Use discernment in relationships and opportunities. Not every open door is from God. Some are tests, some are distractions. As your influence increases, invitations will multiply. Do not rush. Pray. Test the Spirit behind each opportunity. The Spirit of God will whisper clarity. Listen. The right alignment can propel you forward, while the wrong one can delay destiny. Chapter 5. Speak life over your path. Your words have power. Begin declaring what heaven has spoken. Say aloud, "My name is rising. Favor is commanded over me. I walk in alignment with God's plan." Your declarations create atmosphere. They establish faith and silence the lies of the enemy. Speak as one who knows the prophecy is already in motion. 6. Stay steadfast in integrity. We will place you in positions of visibility. Integrity will keep you there. Let your character match your calling. Choose honesty, righteousness, and purity even when shortcuts tempt you. Remember, the God who elevates you can also sustain you, but only when you honor Him with your conduct. 7. Be bold in obedience. There will be moments when God calls you to step out in faith, whether to speak, to act, or to move into new territory. Do not hesitate. Bold obedience is often the key that unlocks the next level of favor. Like Peter stepping out of the boat, miracles happen when you trust enough to walk on what looks impossible. 8. Keep your focus on kingdom purpose. Never forget your rising is not for vanity, but for visibility. You are being elevated so that others may encounter God through you. Keep your focus on the assignment, not the applause. Every gift, every opportunity, every platform is a tool to advance the light. Keep your eyes fixed on the greater mission. Chosen one, these instructions are your preparation. They are not optional, they are sacred. They are the difference between favor fleeting and favor flourishing. If you guard your heart, stay rooted in God, walk in humility, and discern carefully, you will not only rise, you will remain. Do not delay in acting on these steps. Begin today. Set aside the time. Speak the words. Strengthen your integrity. For when God commands favor, He also calls you to readiness. The moment has come, the prophecy is alive, and the instructions are clear. Chosen one, hear this well. Obedience is the key that turns prophecy into reality. And as you obey, the rising of your name will become unstoppable. Chosen one, with elevation comes exposure. As your name rises, you will find yourself seen in new ways, stepping into places where the spotlight shines brighter. And with visibility comes vulnerability. Yet hear this, you are not stepping into this season uncovered. The same God who calls your name to rise has also commanded protection to surround you. Picture yourself walking through fire, yet not being burned, passing through rivers, yet not being drowned. This is the kind of divine assurance you carry. The Spirit of God is not only lifting you up, but shielding you from harm. His word promises, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." Weapons may form, but they will not prevail. Attacks may come, but they will not succeed. As favor increases, envy may arise. As opportunities expand, spiritual warfare may intensify. But take courage, heaven's armies are encamped around you. Angels are on assignment covering your path, defending your steps. Just as Elisha prayed for his servant's eyes to be opened, to see the hills filled with fiery chariots, so too must you know there are more with you than against you. God's protection will manifest in practical and supernatural ways. He will guard your mind with peace when anxiety tries to creep in. He will guard your relationships, removing those who would drain you and sending those who will strengthen you. He will guard your steps, closing doors that look appealing, but hide traps, and guiding you to doors that lead to life. You are not alone in this journey. The Holy Spirit walks with you, whispering guidance, bringing comfort, and correcting your path when necessary. When the weight of responsibility feels heavy, His presence will be your rest. When the road feels uncertain, His light will be your clarity. Chosen one assurance also means this: nothing can derail what God has decreed. Not the schemes of the enemy, not the doubts of others, not even your own past mistakes. God's favor is stronger than your failures. His grace is wider than your weakness. His command over your life is final, and no opposition can revoke it. Let your heart rest in this truth: you are covered. Like a child under the shadow of a loving Father, you are shielded on every side. The one who calls you is faithful, and He will not abandon you midway. The same hand that lifts your name will guard it, preserve it, and establish it. So as you step into this season of rising, do not let fear take hold. Walk with confidence, knowing that divine protection is your portion. Sleep in peace, knowing the Keeper of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. Move forward with boldness, knowing you are wrapped in a covering no man can pierce, chosen one. Your rising is assured, and so is your protection. You are favored, and you are safe. Chosen one. Imagine standing on the other side of the trial, the delay, the hidden season. Imagine looking back at the path that once felt heavy, realizing that every step carried you closer to this very moment. The prophecy has unfolded. Your name, once whispered only in heaven, is now echoing in places you never thought you would stand. Favor has not only visited you, it has clothed you. This is the transformation and fulfillment of God's decree. The first transformation happens within. Where once you questioned, now you are confident. Where once you felt overlooked, now you stand assured. The rising of your name has birthed a new identity in you, not one shaped by wounds or rejection, but one rooted in God's affirmation. You no longer wonder if you are chosen. You know it with every breath. Then the external fulfillment follows. Doors that once resisted you swing open. The very spaces that ignored you now extend invitations. Opportunities align with perfect timing, not because of striving, but because heaven orchestrated them. Your story becomes a testimony that God Himself lifts the humble and exalts the faithful. People will see your journey and say, "Surely the hand of the Lord is upon them." The impact is not limited to you alone. Transformation spills outward. Families are restored because of the favor resting on you. Communities are touched because of the light you now carry. The platform God entrusts to you becomes an altar where His glory is revealed. Just as Joseph's elevation preserved nations, so too will your rising extend beyond personal blessing into kingdom influence. Emotionally, the fulfillment feels like peace after a long battle. The tears that once wet your pillow become songs of joy. Gratitude wells up in your heart because you realize none of the pain was wasted. Every disappointment was soil for this harvest. Every lonely season prepared you to carry this visibility without pride. Every hidden prayer became the oil that anoints you now. Spiritually, you walk with a new authority. Your words carry weight. When you declare, things shift. When you pray, heaven responds. The intimacy you cultivated in secret now radiates outward, blessing those who encounter you. You no longer simply carry hope, you embody it. You become a living prophecy, walking proof that God remembers, restores, and rewards His chosen. This fulfillment does not mean life becomes without struggle, but the struggles change. No longer do you fight from desperation, you fight from victory. No longer do you question your worth, you stand rooted in it. Favor has changed the atmosphere around you, and you live in the confidence that God's command cannot be revoked. Chosen one. The fulfillment looks like acceleration. What took years to build suddenly multiplies. What was delayed suddenly arrives in fullness. What you thought had passed you by suddenly comes running to meet you. This is the beauty of divine timing. When the season arrives, everything aligns. Most of all, transformation and fulfillment leave you in awe of God. You realize that it was never about your effort, it was always about His faithfulness. And in this realization, your heart overflows with gratitude. You lift your hands and declare, "To God be the glory, great things He has done." This is the vision heaven paints for you, chosen one. A life marked by favor, secured by protection, and overflowing with impact. Your name rising is not a temporary moment, it is the unfolding of destiny. Chosen one. The prophecy ends not with striving, but with peace. Not with fear, but with fulfillment. Not with uncertainty, but with joy. This is your future, your portion, your reality. Your name has risen and favor surrounds you. Chosen one. We have walked together through prophecy depth signs, challenges, and instructions. You have seen the unveiling of God's plan and the assurance of His covering. Now it is time to seal this word over your life with affirmations and blessing. These are not just words, they are declarations of heaven's truth meant to root deeply in your spirit. Speak them aloud. Repeat them daily. Let them become the melody of your heart as you step into this rising season. Affirmations to declare. 1. My name is rising, for God has commanded favor over me. 2. I am chosen, appointed, and protected for this time and this purpose. 3. No weapon formed against me will prosper, and no delay can stop me. I walk in humility, boldness, and alignment with God's perfect will. Let these affirmations echo within you, for as you declare them, you reinforce the truth heaven has already spoken. Your words will create atmosphere, build faith, and silence every lie of the enemy. Now receive this blessing. Beloved chosen one, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and release favor in every step you take. May doors swing wide before you that no man can shut. May every hidden trap of the enemy be exposed and overturned. May the peace of God guard your mind, and may His joy strengthen your spirit. I declare over you, this is your season of unveiling. The obscurity is breaking, the silence is ending, and your voice will be heard in places divinely appointed. Your tears are turning into testimonies, your pain into purpose, your trials into triumph. The same God who called your name before the foundations of the earth is the God who now commands favor over you. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are in perfect alignment with heaven's timetable. Walk forward in faith, for the rising of your name is not only a promise, it is a living reality. Chosen one, may you go forth clothed in glory, wrapped in protection, and overflowing with divine favor. May your life shine as a beacon leading others to the goodness of God. This prophecy is sealed in heaven, spoken on earth, and written in your spirit. It will not return void. It will accomplish all it was sent to do. In the mighty name of Jesus, it is so.